All right, after months of will they, won't they, what's going to happen, my Minnesota Vikings have officially announced they will be releasing Pro Bowl running back Dalvin Cook. This doesn't come as a shock to really anyone. There have been lots of rumors, talk going around. Are they going to trade him? Are they going to cut him? What's going to happen to the Pro Bowler? And we've seen this a lot in the NFL. The running back position is a declined position of value, and Dalvin Cook was $14 million on the salary cap, which is a big cap hit for a running back. The Vikings were trying to get a deal done. It seemed like they had a deal done before the draft to ship him to the Miami Dolphins and his hometown, but nothing ever came to fruition. And now we sit here. This post-June 1st date was the big date. It's going to save the Vikings $9 million against the salary cap this season, easing some things because they have some big contracts that they got to come and start paying. Justin Jefferson coming to mind. But really, we've seen this all over the NFL. Running backs at this age, at this pay number, getting cut and released. Think of Zeke Elliott in Dallas. Running backs are really at a disadvantage in today's NFL. I think it's unfair, honestly. They should maybe get their own pay scale or own contract length when they come into the league. 4 or 5 years, way too long for the running back position. You're really never going to see a second contract as a running back. The position is just too brutal on the body. The tread gets worn off the tires, and there's always a brand new young guy that you can find that can give you similar production. Now, Dalvin Cook is one of the best in the biz. Don't get me wrong. 6 seasons with my Vikings, nearly 6,000 yards, put him third all-time in franchise history. A really productive back, but he's had some injury issues. Tore his ACL his first season in the NFL, and then has missed at least three games every single season after that, besides last season with a shoulder injury. Now, he had shoulder surgery in the offseason to try and repair some of that issue. It was a collarbone/socket issue. It would pop in, pop out, all sorts of uncomfortable stuff and cause him a lot of pain. Now, he said he's gone and cleaned that all up, but he'll be 28 years old before the start of this upcoming season. And there's been a real trend in the NFL. Only 13 running backs since 2015 have rushed for 1,000 yards after turning that age, and only 2 of them have done it since 2020, Aaron Jones and Derrick Henry. So there is a very sharp decline for running backs. Now, Cook has made 3 straight Pro Bowls off of 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons, but we saw this decline in Dalvin Cook last year. He had the big-time home run threat ability, but it was the consistency on downs to pick up yards, which is what this offense is really designed to do. You got to get yards on first down to then throw on second down, third and short, fourth and short. That's what today's NFL is, and that's how this offense is designed. Dalvin Cook, minus 44 yards against expected rushes for the season, the worst among starting running backs. Dalvin Cook at the bottom of pass protecting running backs this past season among starters. Not a good pass protector either. Really limits what you can do. He also led the NFL in rushes that went for no gain or negative gain last season. So it was a lot of feast or famine for the back. And at that cap number, you just can't justify it. I'm sure the Vikings are looking at the numbers, looking at that analytics. Not a single running back since 2010 has won the Super Bowl, making over $3 million a year. Running backs that win, teams that win, aren't paying the running back position. No matter how dynamic a guy is, it just doesn't add up, especially at this age. Now, the Vikings have signed a contract with Dalvin's backup, Alexander Mattison, this past free agency. He's been the backup for the past 4 seasons, and they're going to ride with Mattison. He's had 6 starts in his career, almost 700 yards rushing, so a pretty productive back to fill in for Cook. But the question is, who's going to snag up Cook here? This is a guy that can go into a Super Bowl potential team, fill in, be a platoon guy, and really make an impact. He still has that massive home run ability. And when you get plays like that, it really can swing a game around, especially when you're a better team in the NFL. Now, I'm hoping the durability isn't going to be an issue, but if you get him on like a 2-year, pretty expensive, fully guaranteed contract, if you've got the money, go spend it. There's been a lot of talk. Where's he going to end up? And it's all the heavy hitters. The Dolphins, he's from Miami. They have a platoon backfield, a bunch of speed guys. Buffalo, his brother is in the backfield in Buffalo, so maybe a Cook backfield in Buffalo, a Super Bowl contender potentially. The Jets seem very, very interested, which makes a ton of sense. Breece Hall is coming off of, an ACL injury, and he's his second year in the NFL, and we've really only seen one running back in the NFL that's come off of an ACL and had a major season the following year, and that's who Dalvin replaced in Adrian Peterson. He's really the only guy that's done it. It takes more like 18 to 20 games for those running backs to really get back into the full swing of things, and the Jets are in win now mode. They just traded for Aaron Rodgers, and Michael Carter was not good last year, had a great rookie year, not great last year. I think Dalvin Cook would be a really, really good fit for this team that's already has an elite defense and makes defenses worry about the home run threat. Now, like I said, there is a problem. A lot of negative rushes, a lot of no-yard rushes, and some folks will blame it on the Vikings offensive line. The Vikings offensive line is not a bad offensive line as far as run blocking is concerned. They're more of a struggle in the pass protection side of the ball. Not to mention they have two of the best tackles in football on the left side and the right side. So you should be able to get around that edge. It's sealed off and work up to the next level. And Cook really struggled to do that. I saw some positive things from him, but I do get this move for my Vikings. This is now another huge running back name on the field. I do not expect him to be a free agent too long. One of these teams is going to want to scoop him up. The question is, what's the number? Who's willing to pay for it? And what does Dalvin want to do? Does he want to go for a team that's maybe not quite at that Super Bowl level, but playoff level in Miami? And there's question marks at quarterback, but he's at home. It's good weather. He likes it. Everybody likes home. He had a big run in that Miami game this past season for the Vikings. Or does he go play with his brother in Buffalo, a more Super Bowl ready team potentially? Or the Jets, A-Rod, he played a lot of games against Aaron Rodgers when he was in Green Bay, so maybe he wants to join forces with him finally. It's a very interesting situation. He's still a very good back. Maybe he doesn't get to that 1,000 mark next year, but if I had to bet, I would bet Cook breaks that streak, gets over that 1,000-yard mark, but I expect him to be on the last leg of his career as a serious, impactful running back in the NFL. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Would you want to sign Cook? Is this a good move for the Vikings to get rid of him? Go with that younger backfield, more platoon style. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.